But I done pimped all these years, and I see motherfucking Stacy that work at fucking Affleck.
You like, fuck that, you ain't made
And
that.
she just fine.
Yeah.
And that hoe just like... Then I got to I hear this. We in our 50s and 60s, and them hoes got stories to tell. They think the world of me, and I go marry Stacy that work at the call center, that work at Affleck. Hell no.
Yeah.
Cause a lot of niggas don't talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like man, I love the pimp, bro. I love Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody seen the viral shit where they made me look like, well, I said Pimp C wasn't no pimp. You know what I'm saying? I had to clear that shit up. You know what I'm saying? I never said that. You know what I'm saying? I said, and it's niggas that have, you know what I'm saying, said pimp wasn't no real pimp. But pimp has always been the pimping in my eyes, and I loved everything about him. You know what I'm saying? And he would say that. But pimp wouldn't talk about the pimp shit. He would be talking about the streets.
Yeah.
Selling drugs. If you want to talk about all them cars, you want to talk about that jewelry, nigga, talk about the bad shit too. Talk about how you got took away from your son, took away from you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. They always stuck with me. Talk about how you rolled down the street and you seen this nigga sock this hoe up and it made your stomach hurt because you don't live like that. And you like talk about how you walked in the public and somebody know you a pimp and they hate you. And they don't see the good person in you. So I talked about that. So you know what I'm saying? So a lot of guys always told me, nigga, you talk about the shit that niggas ain't talking about.
Yeah. Speaking, you brought up something I just thought about. I seen a clip of Sauce and Sharp talking about Pimp C and about how he was married and they just went crazy. I didn't really understand why that was a big deal.
Married pimps, or just probably being on the topic is pimp married. Like, is pimp a pimp? Is pimp, because that was, see, when I shout out to my nigga Jay Swift, man, Swift Legends, man. I love Jay Swift, man. Me and Jay Swift done did that business, and you know what I'm saying, we rocking out on with this YouTube shit, with these views. I ain't mad at Jay Swift. Jay Swift, you know what I'm saying? We had a rocking ass podcast, but you know, the real had put that what it was. He asked me, was Pimp C a real pimp? And I had went in the depths of a lot of guys say he wasn't. And I said, I'm agree, if bro was here, I'm agree pimp as the pimping. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Texas nigga. That's a Texas legend. He popping it. Pimp be popping it. You know what I'm saying? But when it come down to the statistics and the politics, it's questions that want to be answered. And everybody, when it come to pimp, everybody's gonna have their opinion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Was bro the pimping? But was he doing what the pimping do every day? You know what I'm saying? Was he really working a bitch? Did he really have multiple hoes? Was he checking a trap every day? Cause see, it fucked with a lot of niggas, cause Pimp rapped a lot about selling dope. And you know, with that pimping, you know, you either pimping or you not. Your other income gonna be off lucrative shit you accumulated with this pimping. With, you know what I'm saying? You got kilos of cocaine. Now, I'm not knocking no nigga that do everything that's around the board, but nigga use a Mac, and you know that. You know what I'm saying? That's Mac shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you robbing, you killing and stealing, and you gang banging too, and you working a bitch, and you might be breaking a square bitch, nigga use a Mac. You know what I'm saying? If you pulling up and you copping you a bird for 17.5, whatever, you know, when Pimp and Jeezy was doing all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If you pulling up copping birds, nigga, and hey man, nigga, I'm not knocking that, nigga, but according to the game and the rules and regulations of that, nigga, that's not pimping. So they probably went crazy on their podcast. They probably just got high spirited and went to doing going crazy, and he married. But
so you can't be a pimp and be married?
Niggas is married and pimping. Niggas are married and pimping.
But
You
it's
know
like
what I'm
frowned
saying?
upon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's niggas. I mean, it's to each his own, man. I'm not doing it. If I marry this bitch, is man, another hoe is gonna say, nigga, you married. That's your wife. Like, she's not gonna. The game contradict itself so much, P. It's like the bitch will call you square, the nigga will call you square, but I gotta be this hoe's man. You did what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I gotta be the whole man. I just contradicted everything we just argued about. Like, I'm that whole man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I mean, P, I don't want to be married. You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer in, hey, baby, me and you, we a team and we rocking out together, and you care about me a lot, and so do I. But I wouldn't tie you down to, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't tie. Now, if I get down to the end of this shit, to the end of the game, and this same one is with me still out of all these hoes that done came, God, if it was me, if I feel like I'm gonna marry you, bitch, I'm gonna marry you, but you're gonna be a hoe. You're gonna been done did all of that for me. If it was me, if I was to want to get married, it's gonna be my top hoe that stayed down. I done accumulated all this shit for. I done did what I was supposed to do by her horn, and I'ma marry that hoe. You know what I'm saying? But I done pimped all these years, and I see motherfucking Stacy that work at fucking Affleck.
You like, fuck that, you ain't married.
And she just fine.
Yeah.
And that hoe just like. Then I got to I hear this. We in our 50s and 60s, and them hoes got stories to tell. They think the world of me, and I go marry Stacy that work at the call center, that work at Affleck. Hell no.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But, actively pimping P, nah, you don't need to have no wife, bro. Now, if you done got yourself into some, and I ain't gonna get that game on here now. It is some shit that done happen with niggas, and they done had to put rings on whole finger because they looking at some shit with them laws. You know what I'm saying? Boom. But, hey, man, whatever. But it's, they, Sauce and Sharp got hype about it, because it's always a big time debate. Was he pimping? Was Pimp C pimping? You know what I'm saying? I'm a Texas nigga, man. Shout out to Pimp. I love Pimp. You know what I'm saying? But from what they say, I didn't really go in the depths of the book. They say C said it out his mouth in the book that he was married and he really wasn't pimping. Allegedly, that's been said. I didn't see it for myself, but I've heard that was said. It said it broke a lot of niggas' hearts. I done heard a lot of niggas tell me, man, it broke my heart when I heard the niggas say,
he wasn't pimping.
That he wasn't pimping.